In the mid-'80s, we began to hear the question of what would happen to children with disabilities when the parents died. Many countries will give people with disabilities their human rights. Rights by themselves don't give you an interesting life, don't give you a meaningful life. One of the biggest handicaps faced by people with disabilities is their isolation and loneliness. And we realized that our core mission had to be the development of social supports, or what we now call personal networks. And so we devote all of our time to creating a good life for people with disabilities and ensuring that they belong, that they are accompanied in life by friends, by people who love them, and by people who care about them. When David's mother came to us, it was just she and her son. She was quite elderly and she knew she was dying, and so she was really concerned. Frankly, afraid of was that David would become a homeless person. He was somebody with autism. He had no friends, he had no interest in anybody, and we built the personal network around David's two biggest passions. The first passion was that he loved classical music.
2 out of the 10 operas.
Oh, that's new. One of your favorites.
And his second passion was that he hated dictators. He hated dictators so much that we introduced him to Amnesty International, and they embraced him with open arms. About 2 years ago, network members took him to the doctor, and he was diagnosed with an inoperable brain tumor. During the period of him living in hospice, he had more visitors than anybody else had ever had. The walls were papered with telegrams, with posters. People would prepare videos, they would bring music in. The conductor of the Vancouver Symphony came to visit David. David, you have come to see me backstage after so many performances. You always valued what I did. You always understood what I did. He walked out of the room and he noticed a piano. And he sat down and he played one of Mozart's most well-known pieces and one of David's favorites. You haven't lived until you've been in a church at a memorial celebration for David where there's over 300 people. This potentially homeless man had inspired, had connected, was in relationship with people all over this city. I mean, we have met thousands and thousands and thousands of people with disabilities, and every one of those persons wants to make a contribution to society. They want to be needed, they want to feel like they're a contributor, and I would say even further and more emphatically, every single one of them has a contribution to make.